Hi.
Welcome back.
Hello.
I just realized I've never done this over email. It's usually we have a Facebook chat, and then I just send it out right away. I'm glad that
Okay.
showed up in the emails quick enough.
That worked.
Okay.
I
So,
just saw your email as well, Kelly. You were working today?
yeah, I had to work. So,
Good shift?
yeah, it's okay.
A
A little
boring
late
shift,
though.
good shift.
Sorry.
I'm sorry?
Okay.
I said it caused me to be a little late. So sorry. Yeah. No, the ladies got it. I figured so
Yeah.
too.
That was a good episode.
I
So
got nervous
this
right
what-
at the start.
Sorry?
I said I got nervous right at the start.
I saw that. That's why I
It's
kept trying to
okay.
let's pump some life into that square. So I throw some questions at you. Throw some softballs there with what gun you like. That's usually one I pull out of my pocket whenever things kind of start to either trail off in the right direction, like a little off topic, or if things kind of go a little bit stale. It's like, hey, what's some fun questions we can have?
Well, that one's easy.
Yeah, but no, I think that was good. And there's the five of us. Did you Irish up that drink of yours yet?
But speaking of Irishing up, I'm making some tea.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, but I usually. I just came from the range. I was running late, so I thought usually I make myself a cup of tea and I just sit and sip on that.
Yeah, I'm meeting my girlfriend for a dog walk, and so I'm making an Earl Grey with honey and cream. So
Mm-mm.
so
that's my afternoon treat.
There you
that
go.
sounds fantastic. You're gonna
So
go.
this here is something I started doing about 4 episodes ago now, that I realized that after the episodes I'd hit end broadcast, and then we'd talk, and it was just so much good stuff because everyone's like, oh, okay, we're done. More so relaxed and a little bit more swearing, a little bit gigglier. So I thought, fuck, I should be recording this. So I started recording them, and then I put them out kind of midweek. Like
Oh, okay.
I'll work on this episode. It went out live on on our 2 Facebook groups / pages, plus on YouTube. Plus I added the link to 2 gun pages that I moderate and admin on. And then I work on it, and then I'm going to upload it as a podcast. Fuck, I forgot to mention the podcast. I had the banner
Okay.
going. That counts. But and then I upload the audio on the podcast, and then kind of we do an episode every 2-ish weeks. So round about next weekend is when I'll put out the after hours if it's a good one. And I think almost all of them I've put out now.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what this is. But yeah, how did you guys like it?
I think it was good. I feel like it was the best one I've done so far.
Did great.
Have you guys done a
Excellent.
lot of, like I know Kelly, she's a veteran. Deneen, have you done a lot of this? You seem pretty natural.
I've
an
done a
expert at
fair
it.
bit. Yeah, the fun ones for me, because I'm totally out of my perspective, is I've been asked to be part of some American ones, and obviously
cool.
between their gun laws and their political views in the gun community, I'm certainly out in left field. But they are fascinated with Canada's gun culture and how our gun laws are different than theirs. They assumed we were all the same. So
Yeah.
that's always interesting to
machine
have
gun
those
you have?
conversations. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's always interesting. But Kelly invited me to her podcast, and we've done our live shows, and we've done plane, and a few other ones. So
You're very
Yeah, no, this
natural.
is fun.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of a hiccup in the middle. Around about half an hour, I felt like, oh shit, I'm running out of material here. It's going to be really short because I like around an hour. An hour seems to be pretty good. It makes for good listening from the podcast, and I think most people can sit and watch a YouTube program for an hour.
Yeah.
So one of the things at the end there, you asked about the webinar, and I went into the CUSF webinar, and then I thought, oh shit, I should have talked. I actually should have. Anyways, so
sorry,
talk
what?
About the CUSF webinar that's this week.
Yeah.
I think that was what you were asking about.
Yeah.
And so I automatically went to that, as opposed to the women's
the
webinar.
thing. Yeah.
So that's the one thing that we maybe should have, or I maybe
that's
should
what
have
this is for now.
actually,
So in about a
I
week
maybe
from
should have
today-
actually followed up with that piece as well. So
Okay, so let's pick that up now then. So March 10th, you guys are doing it's kind of a webinar.
Kind of. It's just like an interactive. It's kind of like what we did last week with Lady
series.
Guns. It's like almost like a Lady Gun Lives, where it's just a Google meeting. Like all the guests, everyone is just there, right? So we will introduce us, who we are, kind of thing. We'll introduce the guests, right? And then we'll talk to the guest speakers, right? Ask them questions, and then whoever is there and they have questions, they'll write in the comments, or they'll just unmute themselves and just participate. We'll have a section after we finish their questions. Like normally they'll have we'll talk to them for 5-10 minutes, right? And then we'll have a few minutes after we finish speaking to that guest, and for it to be open to the people, for it to ask questions, just say any comments that they have, just things like that, right? So they can interact with us and they can interact with the speaker as well. So yeah, so that's kind of how it's run.
And that's again, you have to register for it to be eligible to watch it and win prizes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and
It's
because
like
this
a
is
show
going to go
format.
out. Sorry,
Swally. I was going to say we do it like a show format. It's we interview and get the guests that have an opportunity to share everything, but then it gets to be interactive in the second half.
Okay. Yeah. And because I'm going to put this little snippet, usually I do these about 10 or 15 minutes, so I'm going to put this out in about a week from today, so it's not going to be right after. So if you want to give us the information again, it's March 10th at
5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Eastern time.
And how do you register? Where do you find the info?
So you're going to find the link for the Google Meets on Ladyguns, the website, right?
Ladyguns.ca on the events page.
Yeah, on the events page. We're also going to post it on the CUSF Women's Program Instagram page. And then normally I'll get Dave or I think it's Cody, also from CUSF, to share it on the rest of the CUSF social medias as well. Yeah, and then that so the link that we'll share, it'll be the link to a website called Eventbrite. So we'll have more information about the event, who's going to be participating, who are the guest speakers going to be, and then you'll find the Google Meeting link there. So that's how you get it, right? So the Google Meeting link, it'll be in the Eventbrite page. That it's going to be linked on the Instagram. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and we'll all post it on our own social medias and push it out that way, so you'll see it popping out everywhere. And as Regina said, we're going to encourage people to share it and like it and post it, which is going to help them participate in winning prizes. So.
Yeah.
And if somebody I'm trying to get a little bit better at English, I'm trying to get better at post-production stuff. So if somebody could email me all of these sites via the email or Facebook it, if you guys, if that's easier, and then I can put that in the description to the video on YouTube.
Sure.
Regina, are you going to do that, or do you want?
Actually, do you know what, Regina? If you could Facebook me that, and then you and I can talk about the BCIT shooting guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I can hook you up with them, and then we can talk a little bit about what some good ranges around here are. That's apparently awesome. Abbotsford is the one, and like I said, they usually carpool out there and spend the day.
Yeah, the Abbotsford range is epic, and it's legendary amongst the shooting community. So for the Lower Mainland,
And then I know there's 2 shotgun only ranges as well. One's in Richmond. Whereabouts are you? Actually, you know what? It's going on the internet. Don't tell me where you live.
Oh.
But there's one in Richmond, but it's right off the highway, and then there's another one, I believe, in Maple Ridge or Pitt Meadows.
Okay.
And those are 2 shotgun only ranges that I know of, and then there's a couple other places that also have shotgun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that'll be amazing. When we moved here, right? We moved here in January, and it was still kind of winter time, and
this January?
No, last January.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's rainy most of the time, and then the summer, COVID happened, and then we have the summer, and then the summer is it was nice during the week, and then during the weekend it was raining, so it's we can't even go out and enjoy anything, and then there was restrictions everywhere, so it's okay, well, we'll just stay in the apartment, I guess. So there's not much to do, and then just winter came again. So definitely, hopefully this summertime we can actually get out there and do more stuff. I have been talking to my boyfriend, I want to go out and try to we tried to find archery club that we could go to, because I used to go to some archery clubs in
I'm a member
Calgary.
one actually in
Okay.
Burnaby. It's also right off the highway. I think it's like $150 for a year, and it's open as long as
Okay.
it's daylight.
Okay. Do they have like rentals for
No,
the
but I
bows?
can tell you about another one of those in New Westminster. Where you
Okay,
can,
yeah, I was trying to find one that had rental for bows, because I don't have my own bow. Like I've been looking into getting my own bow for a long time, but just for one reason or another, I
Yeah,
just
no,
haven't
do you
been
know what?
able
Let's
to get one.
because I just got into I
Okay.
got into shooting and an archery around about the same time.
Okay.
So I just went that route as well. I've got my first bow still, and I had to find out where to. Well, it's not rental.
Okay.
You go and shoot, and they have bows provided.
Okay, yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah, because I love I just love everything outdoors. Like get me out shooting, get me out with a bow, like just anything. I'll go for a hike, I'll do anything. Just get me outdoors.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, that's just over 10 minutes, 11 minutes. So again, at CUSF Women on Instagram, ladyguns.ca on the interweb. And that's where you find information to the March 10th, 5 p.m. Pacific webinar with a bunch of famous lady shooters.
We're celebrating International Women's Day by showcasing female Olympians from shooting sports, from the shooting.
Perfect.
Canadian.
Canadian.
And that.
Yeah.
Canadian Olympians. That's right. Thank you, Kelly.
Cool. All right. All right. That's I call this after hours. So that's my after hours. Is there anything anybody else want to add?
No, just thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thanks again.
So Regina, so you're on Facebook?
Yes, I'm on Facebook. I'm not very active on Facebook.
Okay,
I'll
you know what? Just
say that.
email them. Email me the Instagram, the website, anything else you want, and then you and I can
I'll give you all the
I'll
links.
I'll hook you up with the archer and the other guys that shoot out here.
Yes, love to.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks very much, ladies.
All right,
Great seeing
thank
you
you.
all.
All right.
Have a
Bye.
good Sunday.
Everyone.
Thanks,
Bye
Lolly.
now.
Bye.